One of the questions I get asked frequently is, what kind of neighborhood is this? Is it a good neighborhood? Is it a bad neighborhood? And luckily there are no such thing as bad neighborhoods in Ukiah, but that is some information you have to find out for yourself. But today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what the UPD is doing to help fight crime and some helpful information for people that live in the city limits for the city of Ukiah, and some other information if you're planning on stealing cars or robbing banks, because you're gonna want to know about this info. So stay tuned because we're about to get started right now. First of all, the city of Ukiah just really needs new police officers regardless. So if you're a good person, you should go sign up for the police academy. If you're not from here, they'll give you a bonus. If you're from here, you don't get anything, because why would you, you know? Anyways, what we're talking about is how they need your help fighting crime. Even if you do not feel like attending the police academy, they want you to register your camera. So whether you have a Nest, a Ring, or some other type of fancy cameras, they would love to have your address, your information on file, so if a crime occurs in your neighborhood, they can come up to your door and say, "Hello ma'am, I know that you have your cameras registered with us, and we would love to take a look at them because a crime occurred at this date and time, and we feel that it's necessary to utilize technology and the robots and fight this crime." So you don't have to get your GAT, and you can help protect the community. So if you have a camera and would like to help the UPD out, you can go ahead and register your camera, and I will put that link down below. They also have a new program where you can register your information or your child's information, whether you have different needs, like within a medical emergency, so that if for some reason you have to call the police and they need you to do something to you, you can write down that you have diabetes. I don't know if that really would affect anything. Or like if you have a kid, like if you die and your kid is in your house alone, like what do you do to soothe them? You can go ahead and register that information with the city, so that when they get the call and they say, "Hello, this is 911, what kind of emergency do you have?" and your child is like, "My mom had a heart attack," and then they come to your house, and then they know how to proceed with your previous illnesses, whatever it might be. Next item that I would like to talk about is these flock safety technology cameras the city of Ukiah has put around town. You might see them, you might not, because we all know you're looking at your phone, driving around, being illegal. But if you happen to look up for a moment and notice these cameras, you'll say, what are those for? And I'm here to tell you what they're for. This is to help capture objective evidence without compromising an individual's privacy. What this does is it utilizes retroactive search to solve crimes after they've been committed or occurred. The PD will use real-time alerting of hostile vehicles to capture wanted criminals. So if you steal my car, or if I steal your car, and I'm driving around town, they can catch my license plate and know where I went at what time. And it's just a great tool for those who have no plans on stealing vehicles. So what does it monitor? Great question. Vehicles, the types, and the license plate. What is not detected? Because that seems like a breach of privacy, you know, out in the public sector. Facial recognition, people, gender, and race. It doesn't know who you are, it doesn't care, it doesn't want to know. The data is saved up to 30 days, and there are over 14 of these cameras. Several neighboring law enforcements have access to these items, or to these cameras. The data is only used for law enforcement purposes, but it is never sold to third parties. It's owned by UPD, and the immigration enforcement, traffic enforcement, harassment, and intimidation usage based solely on protected class, i.e. race, sex, religion, or personal use, is not allowed. The only way that you can access the system is with a valid reason, and it's stored indefinitely. So if somebody accesses that information, it's written down, it's tracked. Over 146,000 vehicles have been detected in the last 30 days, and there have been 273 hot list hits in the last 30 days. A hot list hit is required to be human verified prior to action. So if somebody's looking for a license plate from a stolen vehicle, what have you, they'll get a hit, and then a real person has to verify that that's the actual hit. And then they have searched for 56 vehicles in the last 30 days. So that means like they're actively trying to find a car and a license plate. I will leave all of that information down below. I just saw a car get found that way, so I just thought it was super interesting, and of course nobody cares to read the actual article, so maybe you can listen to my annoying voice instead of taking 10 seconds to read an article. I hope that was helpful for you. All that information that I talked about will be down below. I would love to know your thoughts on things that aren't super controversial, because, you know, I am a neutral third party who has zero beliefs to myself. If you want to talk about something fun, there are several other accounts that I can refer you to, and you can do that in their comment section. But for now, thank you so much. I'll see you on the Instagram. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.